Looking to take your racing to the next level? It takes speed and style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look, too. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Hello, and welcome here to North Wilkesboro with the Inspired Racing League and the Platinum Truck Series. Here for preseason race number 2. Looking forward to an exciting night. These trucks taking on the historic North Wilkesboro Speedway. Walls all the way around this place, big concrete wall of the old NASCAR days. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, bringing you all the action here. Go ahead, look over this North Wilkesboro Speedway, a little half mile, 0.52 to be exact. Looking forward to bringing some of this Truck Series action here to you at Fearless Broadcasting. I want to give a big thank you to the sponsors and partners here at Inspired Racing League. Thank you to Raging Idiot Racing Network and to Inspired Marketing LLC for making everything happen here at Inspired Racing League. I want to give a big thank you to our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to Push the Edge Admin Box, new sponsor here this week. I want to give a big thank you to them. Make sure to go ahead, check out Admin Box, use discount code Fearless-Box, that's FEARLESS-BOXX for 10% off over at Admin Box. Also, we have a new setup, a new setup shop sponsor over at Tier 1 Setup Shop. Make sure to use code FEARLESS over there for 10% off all your setups at Tier 1 Setup Shop. Big thank you also to Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you guys for everything that you do for us here at Fearless Broadcasting and for the Inspired Racing League. About 5 minutes left here in practice as these drivers begin to do a little bit of warming up. Go ahead and see if we can't jump down on track here at North Wilkesboro. Bunch of drivers taking the night off. It looks like you guys out there. Thank you, Teresa, stopping by. Hardwick to win. Big thank you. Stopping by here live with us over on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube channel. As always, a pleasure to be up here with you guys. I did a little bit of audio tuning. I hope my mic sounds a little bit better this week. Got a new mixer. Adjusted the settings quite a bit, hoping my mic sounds a little bit better. Now, also upped the definition up to 1440p. I don't know if you guys noticed that one. A little bit better quality here on the video side and audio side, I hope, this week. Little vacation before the season 2 start. Awesome, sounds good, great. That's what I want to hear. Hopefully it sounds a little bit better when I get a little high pitch calling the action when the action starts happening. That's mainly where this mic struggles. Unfortunately, I got a condenser mic. Found out through a little bit of research, I definitely need a dynamic mic. I'm a little bit of a yeller. I like to scream a little bit during the call. So I need to go ahead and upgrade to a dynamic. But for now, hoping this mixer helping out just a little bit. Makes my voice a little bit more punchier, I think. Brings me a little more forward. We'll see if it works out, but we can hope. Once again, these drivers taking their last few laps out here in practice. Custom cameras here tonight. Looking forward to using those. Take a look around. Few drivers out there on the racetrack still. Let me update. Trading paints did not want to work. Reload that because I know those aren't the paint schemes. Reloading. Sorry about that. We'll see some gray race trucks here real quick as they load the paint schemes. There we go. That's what I was talking about. There we go. Just didn't want to register being loaded up. It's like not even showing itself. It was only the top action bar of the application. Oh well. There we go. Got that one fixed here. Now, that number 52, Bobby Hadaway, on the bottom of that number 87, Joseph Maddox. Here during practice, 2 minutes remaining here left. Oh, let me fix my button box. It's not wanting to stay upright. There we go. New Elgato button box over on the tablet this week too. Doing a whole bunch of little upgrades, trying to up my production value. Make this stuff look as great as I can make it. Sound as good as it can sound. Looking forward to an exciting race here with the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series, race number 2 here for the pre-season. Season 2 about to kick off. Super excited for that. Looks like 14 trucks out here tonight so far. Emma coming in a little bit late. That's more than fine. What's up, Emma? Not late. Or what they like to call fashionably late. That's okay. Watching the last few minutes of practice. Not missing too much yet. Green flag not flown in the air here at North Wilkesboro. Hopefully I sound a little bit better. I did a little microphone mixing there with a little mixer. Hopefully I sound a little bit better this week. Making cookies for everybody, I hope. Chocolate chip. Maybe a little raisins in there. No, I'm kidding. No raisins. I'm joking. I'm just joking. That number 52 Dodge machine, Bobby Hadaway, still out here getting some laps. As we come close to qualifying, moving over, I'm going to do a quick ad break here, and we will be right back.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? It takes speed and style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look, too. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Control.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Hello, and welcome back here to North Wilkesboro Speedway here in North Carolina. Let's pull up qualifying results trickling their way in here as we watch that 00. Pacey Widgeon jumping up to the top spot, currently up there in first in that 00. Doing a good job by him there, getting up to that top position. Hope you guys like the new drone out here. Got the drone out there flying around here. Jump over with the 14, Matt Sidars out here making his first lap, jumping on that loud pedal. see what he can get done here. Great little view of Matadors absolutely attacking this race course here during qualifying. A little sideways off of 4, off into the wall there in turn 1, just a little bit. 13 spins. Oh, did I peanut butter cookies with some M&Ms, Emma? That sounds amazing. I want some. Sounds really good. Oh, now just out here having some fun. That number 14 Matadors. Tearing that right front fender off of this hot rod here. Qualifying, rolling through, about to be complete. Looks like 15 drivers out here tonight. 10 drivers electing to put down a lap. Let's pop this thing here. Pacey Widgeon coming out on top. Justin Greenlee, Travis Farmer, Chris Lyotta, Josh Henderson in our top 5. Bobby Hadaway, Rob Willite, Joseph Maddox, Elijah Fisher, and Matt Sidars. Our first 10. And then not making a qualifying lap. But starting here tonight, Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser, Jackson Hadaway, Trent Green, and Peyton Boyle. Looking forward to this exciting race here at North Wilkesboro with the Inspired Racing League. Super stoked what these drivers are going to have here for us tonight. Let's roll through our starting grid with the little rolling grid. Row 1 out here, Pacey Widgeon and Justin Greenlee leading us to this green flag in row 1. Travis Farmer and Chris Lyotta going to be starting off row 2, P3, P4 here. Josh Henderson and Bobby Hadaway rolling off P5, P6, row 3. In that 4th row, Rob Willite, Joseph Maddox, P7, P8 here. Elijah Fisher and Matt Sidars rounding out our top 10 here for row 5. Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser in row 6, both elected not to make a qualifying lap here tonight. Jackson Hadaway, Trent Green also following in that same suit. There in row 7, rounding out the field, that number 3, Peyton Boyle. Here, P15, row 8, all by himself. As we get ready, all the cars appear to be on that starting grid. Getting ready to go. Green flag here. Let's take a look around as these race trucks begin to roll around, pacing here. Once again, thank you to the sponsors and partners here at Inspired Racing League. Big thank you to Raging Idiot Racing Network and Inspired Marketing LLC. Make sure to go check those guys out. Bringing you this live action here. And big thank you to all the partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you to Push the Edge, Admin Box, Tier 1 Setup Shop, Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you guys for everything that all you guys do here to help us bring you this amazing action. Getting ready to go green flag. Looks like pace lights coming out this time by. Going green next time. Let's go, boys. Says Teresa. Harvick to win 13 spins. You expecting 13 cautions out here tonight? I don't know about that. Watch those pace lights on the pace car about to no longer be illuminated. We see that green flag. That is not the green. Pace lights out now. Fortunately, iRacing just not smart enough to realize we held it back. It's going to throw the green again. It's okay. Getting ready to go green this time by Pacey Widget. Justin Greenlee leading us off to this green flag. Let's go ahead and watch from that 00 Pacey Widget taking us to this green flag. Jump on board with them just a little bit here. Currently out in front, green flag out here at North Wilkesboro Speedway for the Inspired Racing League. Sideways, the 00 already in turn 1. What a save there. 3 wide, turn number 2. Coming down the back, they worked themselves out. Double file. Wow. Getting racy here early. Lap 1 already 3 wide. The 00 moving to the inside, trying to find himself to the back of the pack. Wants to get through a few laps here. Probably just heated up those rear tires a little bit more than he wanted to. So now Justin Greenlee in this Ford F-150 out front, taking that lead position. Chris Lyota in the 69 just behind in that Ram. Another Ram, number 52, Robbie Hadaway back there in third. Joseph Maddox also in a Ram in that 87 back in fourth. Travis Farmer rounding out our top 5 right now as they stand. Also in a Ram. Ram doing really good here tonight. Starting off, quite a few Chevys back in the back of the pack. A few Fords scattered throughout, leading out front. That number 70 challenged by that 69. Chris Lyota coming off a turn 4 here. Coming to 5 laps complete, side by side. 175 laps here tonight. What a beginning to this race here. These drivers absolutely putting on one heck of a show tonight. These drivers absolutely doing everything they can. We see the 17 around. Caution flag coming out. Josh Henderson with a spin here. Let's take it back. Let's look at it. Oh, we're going to have to rewind it just a little bit more. Not giving us quite enough to see what happened. Off the nose of that 15, it does appear coming down into turn 1. That 17 a little loose. Getting that truck a little sideways. That 16 nowhere to go. Giving him a little help. That 17 coming undone down there on the bottom. Luckily, all these drivers able to make their way around that 17 of Josh Henderson, and no other drivers involved here. Definitely great to see no other drivers involved in that incident. Good job. Heads up driving there by the pack. First caution out here at North Wilkesboro Speedway for the Inspired Racing League and their Platinum Truck Series. Once again, big thank you to Inspired Marketing LLC and Raging Idiot Racing Network for everything they do for Inspired Racing League and the Platinum Truck Series here. Once again, thank you to everyone who has stopped by here live, checking out this race here with me, stopping by on the recorded video. Big thank you to you guys. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, Fearless, having me up here in the booth, producing and commentary for you here. And a big thank you to Inspired Racing League for having Fearless Broadcasting, bringing you all the action here in the Platinum Truck Series. Pace lights about to come out on the pace car, getting ready to go back double file and get this thing back green flag racing here. As you see, the trucks making their way here double file. What a night for racing here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Chris Liotta, Joseph Maddox going to be leading us off to this green flag. That number 70, Justin Greenlee, just behind him. Bobby Hadaway, Travis Farmer, our top 5, all looking to move forward. Green flag out in the air here for the Inspired Racing League and their Platinum Truck Series here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Chris Liotta in that 69 with an amazing jump on that restart. Yellow flag back out in the air. Looks like Aaron Stanton and Pacey Widgeon here getting involved on the restart. Let's take a look. That number 27, Aaron Stanton, getting a little bit of help from that number 7 of Jackson Hadaway. I think that's the number 7. No, it's not. And then finding himself getting a little action with that 00 Pacey Widgeon. Let's take that back one more time. I want to see that from a different view. See what happened here. That number 1 truck, sorry. Not numbered the number 1 truck on my screen, but ooh, definitely not what that 27 of Aaron Stanton wanted to see there. Very unfortunate. Picture freezes, but sound is on. Yeah, let me check. Who knows? Doesn't say I'm dropping any frames, so I should be good. Might be on like YouTube's end. Not sure. Has it gotten any bit better? Definitely don't know why I'd be doing that. Did it work itself out? Yeah, it doesn't tell me I'm getting any drop frames at all. It's not giving me any warning about anything. Moving 20,000 bits. Yeah, it looks good to me. Whoops, dropped my mouse. Here under the second caution, lights out on the pace car, getting ready to go back. Green flag, Chris Liotta, Joseph Maddox out front. Let me know, guys, if it does clear up. Yeah, it doesn't say I'm dropping any frames. Looking green here on my end, so I'm not quite sure. Hopefully it figures itself out. Getting ready to go back green here. Green flag out in the air. Chris Liotta with a great jump out front in that number 69. It was good, and then it wasn't. Oh, come on. I do have a pretty bad storm in the area as well, so that is totally possible that my ISP is having issues because there is a bit of a rainstorm. So that's totally possible as well. So yeah, I'm not getting any warnings for anything. Very weird. Yeah, 0 drop frame, 0.0%. I don't know. It's not my hardware. It might, yeah, I'm gonna think it's the internet because of the storm. Hopefully it clears up. Here at lap 18, Chris Liotta in that 69 out ahead. That number 70 on the bottom. Joseph Maddox in the 68, or 87, excuse me. Looking to the outside. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything irregular here for me. Hopefully clears up for you guys. Can still hear 100%, but the picture freezes. Yeah, that's gotta be a internet thing. Gotta be. Very sorry about that, guys. A little storm in the area here for me in Tennessee. It's raining pretty good here. Really sorry if the quality is not as good as it normally is. Might be able to drop my bit rate or raise my bit rate. I don't know. Is he from the South? I am originally from the North. I'm a New Yorker, born and raised. The 70 around. That 70 Bobby Hadaway, or Justin Greenlee, excuse me, sideways on the front stretch. Let's take a look back at that. Nope, didn't go back far enough. Let's back it up a little bit more than that. Hopefully it's working better now. Not seeing anything weird. Just a little bit loose. Doesn't look like he gets help, does he? The 15. Yeah, a little bit of help from that number 15, Rob Willoy, and that number 70, Justin Greenlee, coming around here. Out at turn 4. Caution number 3 in the air. Oh, no, Greenlee. Yeah, there's a lot of weather going on this week. I heard there was a bunch of fires still going on down in Florida. I got a bunch of family there in Daytona area, and a lot of bad fires up in North Florida. Definitely hope that that gets better for them down there. Coming down here into pit lane, all these cars electing to make some pit stops. That didn't work. Didn't give me the... Okay. Few cars electing to make some pit stops. Yeah, things can't be helped sometimes. Gotta love the internet. Brings us all this great stuff, but sometimes just doesn't really want to cooperate with the whole show. Yeah, I'm still showing 0 drop frames, so I hope it's getting better. What is Greg saying? No, I'm a New Yorker, though. I really do hope Florida figures it out. I lived in Florida for most of my adult life. So I would really consider myself a Floridian, if anything. But right now, I last year just moved up to Tennessee. So currently I'm up in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area. Turn on your hearing aids, Scotty. Yeah, from my view, I'm not seeing any issues. Hopefully it worked itself out. About to get back going green. Chris Lyotta out front in that 69. Joseph Maddox sitting on his outside in that number 87 truck. Looking forward to getting back green flag racing here. That 69, Chris Lyotta, builds submarines, machine, pace car pulling off.
Green flag.
Green flag out in the air. Chris with an amazing jump on that restart. Travis Farmer there in that number 13, looking to make his way forward there on the bottom. Inside that second row up to the 3rd position there. Joseph up 6 positions currently. Almost our biggest mover, that 43 truck, Mike Hauser, moving up to the 3rd position. Now our biggest mover up 9 spots for the night. Go ahead and jump on that 43 truck. He's got a pretty good view out in front of him of those 2 race leaders, of that 87 Joseph Maddox and Chris Lyotta in the 69, just ahead of him. Very unfortunate. Sorry about that, Emma. Yeah, gotta love Tennessee. Definitely a good spot. I love the beautiful mountains here. But over here in North Carolina, not too far, I got to actually visit this great racetrack at North Wilkesboro. Got to drive past. Unfortunately, it wasn't during one of the nights they were racing. It was during the week, and I just got to stop by and take some pictures. But very lucky to be able to stop by this awesome, iconic racetrack at North Wilkesboro. As we see the field side by side through the middle of the pack, that is the battle for the top 10. Travis Farmer making some contact with that 07 3 wide through turn 4 here. All the drivers luckily making it through that front stretch. Little bit of beating and banging. These trucks known for that type of action here in the real world. Definitely transferring over here to the iRacing world. Hope you guys enjoy this cool, awesome custom view up here in our drone cam. Really cool custom cam we got here this week. A few other cool cams down here to check out around this racetrack here at North Wilkesboro. Yeah, I'm not very far from Cleveland, Tennessee. I actually worked in Cleveland over there at the Valvoline not for long. Not far at all. I'm over in Ray County. So about 30 minutes away from Cleveland. Not far, a little north of Chattanooga. Love the area. Out here, the race leader, 69, Chris Lyotta, bringing the field across the stripe, lap 34 here at North Wilkesboro. What a time. These drivers all doing such a great job. Let's pull up our little race recap here. Chris Lyotta out front had 3 cautions so far. A few cautions, breeding cautions. Once these drivers get themselves worked back out. Looking forward to a long green flag run here. 2 lead changes. A few different leaders out here so far. Let's jump over to the weather here at North Wilkesboro. A beautiful 75 degrees, 7 miles an hour of northeast wind, a little bit cloud cover, 56% humidity. Beautiful day for some racing out here at North Wilkesboro with the Inspired Racing League. Once again, big thank you to the partners and sponsors making it all possible. Thank you to Inspired Marketing LLC and to Raging Idiot Racing Network. Big thank you to you guys making sure everything is possible over here with the Inspired Racing League. Cody jumping in the chat, telling Chris to hammer it down out front. Chris Lyotta, he's got the loud pedal down, man. He's out front. I don't think he can push that thing much more to the floor. Got that thing wound up. Let's see just how wound up he's got it. Let's pull up our little telemetry here. As that number 87 to the bottom, looking to make the pass. But on that loud pedal, he is, Chris Lyotta, on the outside, about 72 miles an hour as a high going down into turn 1. 110 miles an hour down the backstretch as we watch that RPM gauge climb. Each time they reach these straightaways, stepping down hard on that skinny pedal, making sure these things get wound up around here. The 87 unable to make the pass. Joseph Maddox now contending with that 43 just behind, looking to make his way past that number 87. Great look, 111 miles an hour. Joseph Maddox in that 87 truck as he made his way down into turn 1 there. As you notice, gear 4, always in gear 4 around this place. They got these trucks geared so that you do not have to shift around this racetrack. Great little insight, that vehicle telemetry there with Joseph Maddox and up front with Chris Lyotta. Great little insight. Let's jump and see Joseph Maddox currently sitting in that second position. Has not been out front and led any laps there so far. Started out in that 8th spot, up 6 spots so far. having a good run. Up front, Chris Lyotta in that 69 up 3, starting in that 4th spot, having a positive advance. But our biggest mover here back in that 43, Mike Hauser, currently up 9 positions, starting in the 12th spot up to 3rd. Mike having a great night here at North Wilkesboro. Definitely having a good night. Once again, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Hope you guys having a great night here on this Wednesday night. Big thank you for being here, checking us out at Fearless Broadcasting, bringing you the Platinum Truck Series here with the Inspired Racing League. These trucks putting on an amazing show. Absolutely awesome side-by-side battles here throughout the field. Once again, big thank you if you're here live with us, checking us out on the video recording. Big thank you to being here with us. Hopefully that video issue has gotten a bit better. I pulled the video up on my laptop and I haven't seen it buffer. I saw it buffer that one time. I did see it buffer once, but I haven't seen it do it again. So hopefully you guys will let me know. Hopefully it's better out there. I think it is. Maybe. I'm trying to keep an eye on it. I'm not sure what would even cause that or what, but definitely got to be involved with the rain in my area. So sorry if you guys are dealing with a little bit of buffering issues. I do got a little bit of severe weather in my area. Fortunately, not much I can do about that one. I'm not dropping any frames or anything, so it's not that. It's not me on my end. It's got to be my internet service provider. As we saw, Chris Lyotta there getting sideways in that 69. Joseph Maddox making his way up to that 2nd position. Nice little pass there for that number 87. It's just as bad. Interesting. That's crazy. Yeah, I got it pulled up on my laptop and I haven't seen it do it once. That stinks. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I could do about that one. Let me see. I'm going to try one thing. I'm going to go try this real quick. Hopefully this doesn't mess nothing up. See if I can give it more. Will it like that? 5, okay. See if that helps at all. Don't know that it will. But we can hope. Out front, that 43, Mike Hauser, making his way out to that lead position. 87 slipping up there. We missed that. Let's see if we can take a look at that pass. What happened here with Chris Lyotta and Mike Hauser? The pass for the lead here, coming down into 3 and 4. Just a clean pass there from that 43 of Mike Hauser to assume that race lead here. Pulling ahead. Look at that gap he has already established. Here that 00 working his way back up to 3rd. Pacey Widgeon, our pole sitter here tonight, started out on that pole. Currently back in the 3rd spot, looking to make his way past this 87 of Joseph Maddox. Don't know if that worked. I tried to up the bit rate a little bit, see if it'll pull some more bit rate to try to fix itself, but I see some buffering on my end here already on my laptop, so I don't know if that one fixed it. Maybe I can go a little more. Try to push some more bit rate to see if it would fix the situation. Fortunately, I think it's just going to come in and out here tonight. The weather not cooperating with me, unfortunately. This battle for that second position, the 87, did lose the second spot. Pacey Widgeon moving up 2 seconds here in that 00 Ram machine. Joseph Maddox in that 87, moving back to third. Mike Hauser up 11 spots here tonight. Our current race leader doing a great job out in front. Still only 3 cautions. Good little green flag run from these drivers here. Doing a great job. As we see that 00 making his way past that number 16, Eli Fisher, a few laps down. Harvick to win says the tires are shot. Yep, a little long green flag run. These tires taking the most abuse they have here tonight. Getting a bunch of green flag laps here. We'll see if we see some green flag pit stops, possibly starting soon. Very interesting race here. That 00 trying to make his way up to that 43 of Mike Hauser, trying to work his way past that number 16 lapped car of Eli Fisher. That 43 Mike Hauser out in front, Eli Fisher a few laps down. Pacey Widgeon, Joseph Maddox, Josh Henderson, Jackson Hadaway are top 5 as they sit here. Great job by these drivers. Long green flag run. Big thank you to our sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Want to give a big thank you to Push the Edge, Admin Box. And if you do, go ahead, check out Admin Box. Use discount code Fearless-Box, BOXX, like their name, for 10% off. Tier 1 Setup Shop, use code Fearless for 10% off. Rob Willite around in that number 15, caution coming out.
Of course, that last run, did you see any rubber laying down at all?
Rob Willite in that number 15 coming around. Let's see, take a look back here at that. Not what you want to see. Caution number 4 making its way out to the racetrack. As we see that Dodge number 52 just clipping the left rear of that number 15 Rob Willite. Then just absolutely driving through him. Fortunately, coming back down the track, the 07 taking off that 15 rear deck lid there. Rear bumper deck lid area. Definitely not what you're wanting to see there. Let's take it back. One more look from a different angle here, real time. A little bit of a bump. That's all it takes. Bump, bump, bump. Now he just keeps bumping. Keeps bumping. The 07, a little bit of contact there after the spin. A few of these drivers electing to come back down pit road here, get some work here on these race trucks. Yeah, it looked like he just tried to clear himself ever so slightly. Didn't end up working out. Four tires and hammer down again. These drivers with those worn tires, as you guys were talking about there over in chat, able to come and make a little pit stop, get those tires sorted back out there. I know a few of these drivers definitely wanted to see that. Fortunately, that 15 of Rob Willite not making his way back out on the racetrack yet. It's like he'll go a few laps down. Fortunately, that's our wave arounds. Anybody who was a lap down, they're taking their wave around back around here. That would be the 16 Eli Fisher, the 14 of Matt Sedars. Mike Hauser in that 43. Currently, our race leader, Pacey Widgeon, our pole sitter in that 00, back out on the outside row of row number 1. Keep looking back over at the stream I got up. I haven't seen it do too much of the good old spinning wheel of death. Is it getting any better, or is it just kind of staying right where it's at? Just curious there. As we get ready to go back, green flag here. Pacey Widgeon on the outside in that 00. Mike Hauser in the 43 on the inside row, taking us back. Green flag racing here. Getting ready for that green flag to come back out. Green flag back out here for the Inspired Racing League and their Platinum Truck Series. Mike Hauser in that 43 to the early advantage with that race lead there. These trucks single filing themselves back out. It looks like that number 00 trying to hold off that 87 Joseph Maddox, trying to make a run there on the outside, as we see there through 1 and 2. He gets a run, not enough, making some contact with that outside wall, just not enough there. Coming back down through 1 and 2. These drivers absolutely put everything they got here pretty early on, but every driver knows just how important this track position means here at North Wilkesboro. Everybody who's got to make it out front, staying out front so far. And we haven't done a crank it up here tonight yet. Let's go ahead and do a crank it up. So listen to these NASCAR Truck Series machines. We're gonna crank up the volume. I'm gonna go quiet for a lap or two. Just take in all the sound and the horsepower from these hot rods. Let's go ahead and crank it up. All right. Thank you guys here. That was a little crank it up around North Wilkesboro here with the Platinum Truck Series and the Inspired Racing League. Hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of the action here from the Truck Series. Those engines just purring as they make their way around this racetrack here. Up 11 spots out in front, that number 43, our race leader. Let's pull up a race recap one more time here. Lap 84, just under 100 laps remaining. 4 caution flags here under another little green flag run. Had a good long green flag run there. Those tires starting to wear out. The 87, wow, what a catch. Thought for sure that 87 there was going around. Let me take a look at that. as that 00 going for the pass on the bottom. That 87 loose to the inside. Wow. That, in fact, was so close right there. That was so close. 3 lead changes here tonight. A few drivers finding themselves out in front. That 87 slipping back now. That number 7 of Jackson Hadaway looking to get the pass. It looks like he's labeled number 1 on the race truck. But on my scoring tower there, labeled as the number 7. Definitely looks like the number 1 on the truck. I don't quite know about that one. But hey, what can you do? Come on, Joe. Screaming out to Rince. Joseph Maddox there. Sitting back in the 3rd position in that 87. Trying to stay in front of that number 7 by any means possible here. Doing a good job. Jackson Hadaway just not able to make his way past. So that high line working for that number 87 of Joseph Maddox. All these drivers not having a bad night here so far. Few drivers electing to take it back to pit road and park it for the night here. Let's look through. Looks like a little bit of damage here for that number 14. That right front, you see that tire poking out just a little bit. With a little bit of damage. Rob Woolite still out here making laps. 3 laps down. Not having the night he wants, but still out here fighting for it. Love to see it. Love to see that heart, the fight till the end mentality. Aaron Stanton in that number 27, unfortunately, has retired from tonight's race. And that number 3 of Peyton Boyle also making a retirement here tonight. Thank you guys for stopping by and racing with us. Whoops, not mean that. Once again, also thank you for stopping by here live with us. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to all the partners and sponsors here at Fearless. Big thank you to Push the Edge, Admin Box, Tier 1 Setup Shop, Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Cam Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to the partners and sponsors here at the Inspired Racing League. Thank you to the Raging Idiot Racing Network and to Inspired Marketing LLC. Thank you guys for making it possible here. Let's take a look back. Jackson Hadaway making the pass on that number 7 to get up to that 3rd position. That number 7 on the inside there. Finally making his way past that number 87. Saw that battle heating up back there a few times. Finally able to make that pass there. Also that number 17 able to follow him through. Josh Henderson in that number 17 also finding his way past that number 87. Started out in 5th, currently up to 4th. Josh having a good night here tonight as well. Caution, flag, no, Bobby Hadaway getting involved here is what it's saying. Let's take a look. Bobby Hadaway in that number 52 Dodge machine. It's a Ram now, but you know, little throwback paint scheme to the old Dodge days. Oh no, the 07 of Trent Green getting a little bit of help from the number 70 of Justin Greenlee, the 07, making some contact with Bobby Hadaway in that 52. Bobby making heavy contact with the wall there. Take that back one more time. Take a different view of it. See what happened here. That 70 is making a little bit of contact with the 07. The 52 really nowhere to go. A little bit more contact. The 52, a whole lot of contact into that wall. We see pit lane, those cars making some stops down pit lane. There's Travis Farmer in that 13 pulling away. That number 16, Eli Fisher there pulling out of his pit box. We got plenty of time, ain't that right? Let's go, Fish Farm. Love to see it. Pit road now empty. All drivers making their way back out here. Let's go ahead and pull up our little top 10 graphic. Show you our top 10. Pacey Widgeon now back out front. Started off the night out front. Back out front now, Mike Hauser starting off in second. Jackson Hadaway, Joseph Maddox, Justin Greenlee rounding out our top 5 here. Pace lights coming out on the pace card. Trent Green, Josh Henderson, Chris Lyotta, Travis Farmer, and Eli Fisher now rounding out our top 10 as we get ready to go back green here. Bobby Hadaway, Rob Willoy, Matt Sidars, Aaron Stanton, and Peyton Boyles finding their way back onto the hauler. No longer out here racing. Getting ready to go back. Green flag out in the air. Mike Hauser on the outside. Pacey Widgeon there on the inside. Coming down to turn 1 here. The 01 Pacey Widgeon able to keep a nose, maybe a car length distance. Able to clear the 43 Mike Hauser going down into turn 3 there. Ton of net code that sucks for the 52. Ooh, yeah, definitely not what he wanted to see there with a little bit of net code. Fortunately, the 43 up to second. That 7 Jackson Hadaway up to third. Side by side there, the 17 and the 16 look like. The 16 moving to the outside of the 87. Eli Fisher and Joseph Maddox with a little bit of contact. 3 wide down the backstretch as they work it back. 2 wide back there. Travis Farmer to the outside. 3 wide once again. Nope, thinks better of it there. The 87, Joseph Maddox right in front of him. That number 70, Justin Greenlee, he is trying to find a way past these drivers here to the bottom. Here in 3 and 4, makes his way past that 87 of Joseph Maddox, looking for 2. Here out of 4, past the 70 of Justin Greenlee. Travis Farmer in that number 13, looking to move forward here as quickly as he can with these new set of tires. A lot of these drivers electing to get some tires here tonight. Started out in the 7th spot, or currently in the 7th spot, excuse me. Started up in the 3rd position. Not having too bad of a night. Down 4 so far. Plenty of laps to go. Get that back as we reach about 70 laps to go here. Quite a bit past halfway here, almost coming to 2/3 of the way complete. The laps absolutely just kicking off here at North Wilkesboro for this Platinum Truck Series race here with the Inspired Racing League. About 22nd lap, 19.8, 19.7 there for the leader. I see a 19.9, 19.8, 20.0. So about 22nd a lap here for these drivers. You see that 43 of Mike Hauser. There in the 6th position. Trying to fight to make his way forward. That 13 of Travis Farmer making his way past that number 43. Out front, that number 17, Josh Henderson. In that Ford F-150. Currently our race leader with that Tractor Supply Company on that race truck. Definitely a good looking hot rod out here. Love the black, white, and red. Definitely my favorite colorway you can use on a race car. Let's go, Maddox. You can climb back up. Teresa hollering in the chat. Once again, thank you guys for being here live with us up in the chat room. Thank you so much. Want to give a big thank you to these drivers here, all putting it on the line, giving us an absolute show here tonight. Quite a lot of great drivers here for the Inspired Racing League and the Platinum Truck Series as they take on North Wilkesboro. And under this green flag, I need a quick drink. I'm gonna go to a quick side-by-side commercial break. We're gonna keep the live action here side by side. We are gonna be right back. Quick commercial break. We will return.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? It takes speed and style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look, too. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick time. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
And welcome back here to North Wilkesboro. Here, Greg Thielsen up in the booth with the Inspired Racing League and their Platinum Truck Series for preseason race number 2. Jump back out front, that number 17, just taking that race lead there. Josh Henderson in that F-150, currently out front. Clear Sliota in that 69, sitting back here in that second position. Travis Farmer in the number 13, sitting in third in that Ram machine. Few Rams out here tonight. That number 16, Eli Fisher, up in the top 5, up to 4th, up 5 positions from his starting spot in that Caterpillar machine. Jump back to that 00, our pole sitter here tonight, Pacey Widgeon. They're in a Ram also. A lot of these drivers electing that Ram machine. Jump back to another Ford F-150, up 6 spots from his starting spot up to 6th. Started back there in 12th. Mike Hauser in that number 43, STP Hot Rod. Jumping back one more, that 7th position, down 5 for the night. Not having the night that he wanted so far. That number 70, Justin Greenlee, got spun around, had a little bit of trouble making his way back through the field. Not a terrible night, but definitely not the night he was looking for here. That number 87 of Joseph Maddox, that Under Armour powered machine, sitting here in 8th. And he started off in 8th, so he's kind of held his ground. He led a few laps out there, worked his way forward. Currently back in that 8th spot here with the 07, up 5 spots from his starting position. There in 14th, Trent Green in this 07 with the Dubby sponsored hot rod. I like how he made it pink there. That's a sweet looking ride there. I'm usually used to that yellow Dubby, but that's a cool little take on it there. Bobby Hadaway in that 52. It looks like green flag pit stops are beginning there. Let's jump over pit cam, please. Elijah Fisher in that 16, making his way to pit road. Also Joseph Maddox in the 87, finding his way back to pit road there. And we'll jump back with that 15 of Rob Willoy, also a cat-powered machine, back in the 11th spot. And unfortunately, Jackson Hadaway in that number 7 parked it for the night. Matt Tadars in the 14, also joining him, parking it for the night. Aaron Stanton, Peyton Boyle, excuse me, also parked it for the night. Jumping back out front, our race leader, that number 17, cruising out ahead. Look at that gap that he has built back to that 69 of Chris Lyotta. A 4-second gap. Jumping back. That is one heck of a, yeah, look at that gap. Still hasn't even entered the turn. Great, great lead for that number 17. See that gap, a full straightaway there. Strong run there by the number 17. Josh Henderson having a great night out here. Let's see how many laps he's led. So far here, out front, led 32 laps here so far. Having a great night is that number 17. 175 laps, our total distance here. Total scheduled distance. Lap 138 as we cross the stripe that time. Love that green is driving pink, Teresa says. Yeah, that's an interesting, very interesting. Right, he should make it green. Green W. I see that Harvick to win's gonna need a smoke after this. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be joining you in that one, but I just vape, so take a little, few puffs of the vape. Hot shot. What's up, Raging Idiot Racing Network? Thank you for stopping by there, buddy. Appreciate you here with us. As we're coming down to the wire, 35 laps remaining here until the end. Looking forward to the end of this race, getting super exciting. That number 17 out in front, about to meet up here with some lap traffic. Wonder what he's gonna do when we meet up with that. Let's jump back to that drone cam here. Super cool view. Let's see if we can jump back with those cars that he's gonna be catching. That's gonna be that 43 of Mike Hauser and that number 16 of Eli Fisher, I do believe. This drone pilot definitely putting in some work here. Down the backstretch, Eli Fisher leading that 43 of Mike Hauser. Eli currently in the 7th position. Mike Hauser up into the 3rd spot. See a few more pit stops beginning to make their way. Eli, we saw it making that earlier pit stop. Smoke, somebody say smoke. Ha 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 ha. A lot of these drivers out here making their way down to pit lane. I see Chris Liotta making his way off of pit lane there. He made a stop there. Justin Greenlee made his stop 2 laps ago. Pacey Widgeon also made a stop there. Trent Green making his stop, and Eli Fisher, the guy who started it all there for those green flag pit stops. Taking a look at him in that cat-powered machine Caterpillar. Gotta love it. Trying to make it way past that number 13 of Travis Farmer. Currently up in that 2nd spot. Looks like Travis trying to run it a little bit long here. Eli with a little bit better of tires. Coming up to his inside quarter panel. Down the back, side by side, the 16 of Eli Fisher. Making his way past that 13 of Travis Farmer. Both Ram-powered trucks here for the Platinum Truck Series. Here with the Inspired Racing League. Pretty sure they'll make it to the end. Yeah, I do think 29 laps remaining. I think we've had a longer green flag run than 29 laps so far. So I do think that they can make it to the end. Let's pull up that race recap, give it a little look. 2 really good long green flag runs. I think that first one and this one were already on longer than 30 laps. So they stop now. They can definitely make it to the end. This pit cycle gonna be a big determining factor if another caution doesn't come out. Eli Fisher with the undercut, trying to get back out in front. First one down pit lane. Looks like Josh Henderson, the last one to make a pit stop. As we saw, that 13 Travis Farmer made his pit stop. It looks like that 17 has not pitted yet. But taking a look back at that race recap, lap 150, 25 laps remaining here. 5 cautions here tonight. Josh Henderson in that 17, currently our race leader. 5 green flag lead changes. Take a look at that race tracker there on the bottom of the race recap. 2 really good long green flag runs. A few cautions mixed in the middle. A few cautions, breeding cautions early there. Having a great night of racing here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Absolute great time at this historic track here for the Platinum Truck Series and the Inspired Racing League. These drivers all putting it to the floor, making sure that they make it to the end. The whole 3rd lane budget for next month. Oh, it looks like Jaquavius with a little bit of money on Pacey. Interesting. We'll see how that one works out. So we're going to see, interesting, the 15 into the inside wall there. Rob Willoy finding himself some contact. He's off the racetrack. I do think this will keep it green. iRacing not going to throw the caution if he gets going here. Staying low, the field passing him by. No yellow flag. Wow. Let's take a look back at that real quick. coming off a turn 2, just on the throttle, just a little bit too early. That truck coming out from underneath Rob Willite in that 15. Just a little bit of contact. That didn't look like too hard there in the inside wall. Just a little bit of contact for that number 15. I know those tires definitely didn't like it, but hopefully able to keep that truck under him. The 00 on his inside, rubbing a bit of fenders there, or doors, as they come through the front stretch around again the 15. Will the yellow come back out? This time on the racetrack sideways, able to get it back straight quick enough. Rob Willite not having the luck that he wanted. Let's jump back off him. I don't want to give him any more bad luck. Commentator curves. We jump back over and let's just moving on. Josh Henderson in that 17 out in front. Leading here, 18 laps remaining. Will he go the whole way? Does he have to stop? Does he have enough fuel till the end? That's a few of the questions I got. I don't think he stopped under the green flag pit stops here yet. So I'm very curious to see what happens there. Looking back, we got to look back 13 seconds back to that 00 of Pacey Widgeon. Travis Farmer in the 13, sitting third, just passed by that 43 of Mike Hauser. It's like Mike Hauser up to third, Travis Farmer back to third. The 69, Chris Liotta back in fifth. Yeah, unfortunately, Harvick to win. The 15 did, in fact, spin again. As you saw it there. Caution flag
Kind of walk me through it last
out there. Travis Farmer, looks like the 13 possibly bringing it out this time. Yep, the 13 bringing out that caution. Not many laps here remaining. Let's bring it back. We didn't catch quite what happened there. Let's bring her back. Did he get a little help? Oh, a little contact. That 07 of Trent Green on the outside. Travis Farmer up into the door. Tried to make the save. Luckily, no heavy damage, but bringing out the caution nonetheless. Looks like no serious damage there. So that's a positive there. Caution flag number 6 in the air here. Another really good long green flag run. Pop up our race recap. Jump down into the pit lane here. A few of these drivers electing to make their pit stops. Race recap, 163 laps complete. So when we get to go, it's going to be 9, maybe 10 laps remaining, depending how many laps we serve here under caution. Pacey Widgeon now marked as our race leader. Maybe, just maybe, that 17 of Josh Henderson not being favorable to that caution there. So Pacey Widgeon scored as our race leader. I don't think he stopped at the right time. I think he got caught under that yellow, maybe down in pit row. Once again, if you guys are getting a little bit of buffering, so sorry there tonight. A bunch of weather there in my area. I've been trying to keep an eye on it. It's been looking pretty good to me. I can't keep an eye on it totally, so I don't know if it went away yet, but I hope that it got a bit better there for you guys. Looks like they're going to add a lap here to this caution flag, try to get all these drivers worked back around. It looks like a big, was that? There we go. Of course, didn't want to cooperate there for a moment. About to go back. Green flag racing next time by pace laps. Here about to be complete. That 17 Josh Henderson assuming that race lead once again. Out front leading us to this green flag. That 13 of Travis Farmer. The 00 Pacey Widgeon. Mike Hauser Chris Liotta, our top 5 here, all looking for this race win. Justin Greenlee, Eli Fisher, and Joseph Maddox, our top 8, all on the lead lap, with a chance here tonight. Just about 9 or 10 laps remaining when we go back. Green flag racing to amp it up here. About to get to the end. Who's gonna take it home here for the Inspired Racing League and their Platinum Truck Series here at North Wilkesboro? Green flag back out in the air. 17, Josh Henderson, not as good of a restart as a few of the previous ones. The 13 of Travis Farmer to the outside with a run down the backstretch. Definitely not what that 17 wanted to see. 3 wide. The 43, Mike Hauser, trying to make some room there in the middle. Able to work it back side by side. That 43 looking for any bit of room in the middle. Trying to make it 3 wide. That 0 Casey Widgeon falling back to 4th. The 13, Travis Farmer, still on the outside. That 17 of Josh Henderson making contact with the 13 down the front stretch. A bad bump. 3 wide. Around goes Hauser. Around goes the 43 of Mike Hauser. Wow. What a time there. Unfortunately, the 17 pushed up the racetrack. The 43 making it 3 wide through the middle. A bit of contact. And just not able to keep a hold of that 43 was Mike Hauser. Definitely nothing wrong. He saw the hole and went for it. The 17 with a bit of contact here. Let's slow it down. The 17 making a bit of contact there with the 13. The 43 really nowhere to go. Goes up the middle. And he just wasn't expecting the 17 trying to turn back down the track. Trying to keep that speed. Just nowhere to go for that 43 of Mike Hauser. Unfortunately, not getting the good end of that stick coming around here. Luckily, not making very heavy contact there with that 17 and no contact with the wall here. What a great job by that 43 Mike Hauser, keeping it off the wall there, getting her back straight. No other cars involved there. 7th caution flag out here for the Platinum Truck Series Inspired Racing League preseason race number 2 at North Wilkesboro Speedway. I'm going to go to a quick side-by-side commercial break, last one here of the night. Take a drink real quick and we will be right back.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? It takes speed and style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all.
And we are back, getting ready to go back. Green flag here. That number 17, Josh Henderson, Travis Farmer in the 13, bringing us back. Green flag here, out in the air. Not many laps remaining, 2 to go to settle this thing. Who is it going to be? Travis Farmer on the outside with the run down the backstretch. Travis Farmer out ahead. That 17, Josh Henderson to the bottom, trying to make up a bit of room with some contact. White flag in the air, 3 wide, down into 1 on the last lap. The 00 Casey Widget on the inside, making his way past that number 17. Now Travis Farmer and Pacey Widget battling for this race win. The 13 on the high side around the 00, our pole center, bringing it home here tonight. Pacey Widgeon in that Ram, bringing it home on the last lap. Wow, what a finish. Let's jump back here real quick. Rob Willoy coming around there on the last lap. The 13 also coming around. The 15 trying to keep it off of Mike Hauser. Unable to do it. Both of those drivers getting together. Unfortunately, quite a bit of contact. Wow! Oh my gosh! The 87 of Joseph Maddox absolutely destroyed in that pit entry wall. What in the world? No, let's back that up. Wow. That is some cinema right there. What in the world? What a hit. What a hit. Slow down. For that number 87 off of the 15, nowhere to go. One full rotation, a little bit extra. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if he got, did he get claimed as finishing? I don't think he could have brought that thing back past the line there. Oh, falling back on the wheels. Was he able to get it back across the line? I'm going to speed it up. Was he? Did he finish the race? Got across the line to finish the race. I don't know. Maybe he didn't. Very interesting there. Let's go ahead, jump back. We're going to watch Pacey Widgeon go ahead and burn it down here. I'm going to rewind it. I know he burned it down here. We're going to rewind it. Watch that. Sorry, we missed it. Trying to take a look at that ending. What a dramatic finish there. The 13, Travis Farmer. I thought for sure that he had it locked up. So here, Pacey Widgeon, that 00, burning it down here at North Wilkesboro. Our race winner here tonight. What a great job by that 00, Pacey Widgeon. Started out on the pole, bringing it home on that top spot. Sorry, I had to go watch that. That 87 absolutely got destroyed on that pit lane wall. Great job by Pacey Widgeon there. Let's go ahead, jump back live. We are going to show our race results here real quick. Pacey Widgeon did not come out on top. There we go. Pacey Widgeon coming out on top. 19 laps led here tonight. Josh Henderson in that 17, bringing it home second. Chris Liotta bringing it home third here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. 175 laps here under green flag. Lead changes 7 between 6 different leaders. A few different drivers able to snag that lead and lead some laps out here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. 7th cautions here for 30 total laps. Quite a lot of green flag racing here tonight. The hardest charger, that 43 Mike Hauser, up 6 positions from his starting spot, finishing 6th, starting up in that 12th position. Great charge there for Mike. Josh Henderson with the most laps led in that 17, unable to bring it home here. Definitely a close one coming to the end. Pacey Widgeon with the fastest lap here tonight. I don't know why it doesn't tell me the time. Normally it'll tell me the time, but not there. We're going to run to some quick commercial breaks. I'm going to get these drivers here up in the booth, and we're going to get with Pacey Widgeon on his win, Josh Henderson on finishing second, and Chris Liotta rounding out our podium. Hang on for a brief moment. Take a look at our partners and sponsors, and we will be right back with those podium driver interviews. Greg Thielsen here for Fearless Broadcasting. Hang out. We'll be right back.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? It takes speed and style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt, midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look, too. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
And welcome back here up in the booth with Greg Thielsen. We got a hold of that third place finisher in that number 69, Chris Liotta. Chris, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Awesome job here tonight. A little bit of a arduous race, or a little bit of attrition required here. Few cautions. Definitely had to keep your tires underneath you during those two really long green flag runs. Give me a little a perspective of your POV of this race here tonight, Chris.
I'm gonna thank my modified experience for this. For the Fearless channel that doesn't know, I actually run real life modified racing with the SKs up in Connecticut. So cool stuff there. But yeah, no, it's just short track racing at its finest. Once you burnt the right rear, it was just gone. Truck wouldn't turn, truck wouldn't drive. Beautiful end result though, after that decision to pit late in the run to get me back on lead lap passing Josh. So
Absolutely
POV, it was a good race.
Yeah, it's always great when you get to come and speak to me after the race up here on the podium, man. It's never a bad day if you get to talk to be up on podium. But so a little bit about that green flag run. Those right rears were falling off first, obviously, because these trucks so light in that rear end area with just having a bed and not being a car. How'd you manage that? Having a little bit of those SK experience, did you try to lean on that right front a little bit more? Did you start letting off early?
Yeah, it's definitely the right front I was trying to lean on. Try to put a little more braking into it. Try to do a little bit of everything, and it just took off once it fell off. So Goodyear's not a good tire.
Well, we wanted a little bit of fall off. We wanted the drivers to have to battle the tires, make it a little interesting. You know, not a bad tire. That's what we what we asked them for. But you got anybody to thank here tonight, Chris?
I got a bunch of sponsors that everybody watches on me, so thank all of them. The people in Inspired know with Garrett. Every time I come up, I just thank all the sponsors. Thank you to everybody on the admin team and the admin board for putting this on as usual. And hey, I'll go home third. I'm happy with it.
Awesome job here tonight, Chris Lyotta, bringing that number 69 home in that P3. Thank you, buddy. I look forward to you being up in the booth with me throughout the season. Great start to this preseason here up on the podium. Great job, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that was Chris Lyotta in that 69 coming home third. We got a hold of our race winner here in that number 00. Pacey Widgeon started off on pole here today. Brought it home on that top spot. Hey, Pacey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. You guys putting on an absolute show for me here tonight. Absolute barn burner. You guys trading positions left and right. Such a great show. Give me a little bit of a POV from your perspective of how this race went for you there, boss.
I mean, it was just all about tire saving. I had to keep the rears on it to be good through the whole run. That's pretty much all I did. I didn't really go to the top side that often. It's just riding the inside to save tires. So
yeah, we saw a few cars electing to jump out to that second lane. Was that second lane more viable when the tires were wore off, trying to keep that speed up, the momentum, or?
I mean, the second, third lane is always going to be faster here. It's just you're going to be looser on corner exit because more throttle application. And with the old track surface, you really don't want that. So it's faster, but it's definitely harder to control on a longer run.
Definitely not easy to conserve those tires here on this old, worn-out racetrack at North Wilkesboro Speedway. So that tire strategy, were you trying to play it to that right front a little bit? I talked to Chris a little bit. He was trying to get that right front a little bit more use in there, getting the turn in a little bit harder on the brakes. Were you trying to have a play around with your technique entering in there to turn 1 and 3 to try to alleviate that right rear usage?
No, I mean, it's just if you're easy in, you'll be easy on the right front. If you're easy off, you'll be easy on the right rear. So there wasn't really much playing around with the line per se. I mean, if I needed to get around a guy to set up a run or something, I'd enter a lane higher in 1, dive it down to get to the inside for 3. But other than that, there wasn't really any playing around with the lanes. It's there until really late on in the race when you didn't really have to worry about tires.
All right, interesting perspective. Very good finish here on that top spot. Who do you got to thank here tonight, Pacey?
You for broadcasting preseason race at that. The whole team I have, Pristine Performance. They're all pretty good guys, and kind of excited to have teammates this season. Last season I didn't have any, so
that's gonna be nice.
And gotta thank Teresa and Elijah for putting all this stuff on. Yeah, I think that about does it. Oh, the wife for letting me do it. It was kind of a last-second decision. So.
Well,
but yeah,
awesome job, buddy. Thank you.
Last name is pronounced Wygen, but.
Wygen. All right, copy that. I'll get that fixed there. Congratulations there, coming home on the top spot. I look forward to the rest of the season. I expect you to be up here in the booth a few more times during the regular season. A lot of speed out there on these short tracks. Definitely going to keep my eye on you there, buddy. Congratulations. I'm going to let you get out of here and celebrate that win, excuse me. Have a great night, buddy, and congratulations one more time.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to jump Josh Henderson up here. Josh Henderson, that number 17, our last driver here on the podium, finishing it out there in second. Josh, you got me?
I got you, man. How you doing?
I am doing awesome. You guys absolutely putting on an amazing show for us here tonight. These Platinum Truck Series trucks around here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. An interesting race here tonight. A little bit of tire strategy. Two really, really long runs. One coming up to the end with a late caution, mixing things up. Give me a little perspective of how the race went for you there, Josh.
Yeah, man, that felt long. I'm glad I got to sit. I was so hot under the helmet with that finish, man. But start at the beginning, just biding time, saving tire. I actually basically spun out by myself early in the race, so was able to gather back up, cool them off, and just kind of start working my way back through the field. And to your point, we got a caution there in kind of an interesting spot where I can just kind of talk about my teammates. Mike Pacey stayed out there. I was able to pit, restart back mid-pack, and kind of just drive through the field pretty quickly and get to the lead and start just pulling away and kind of checking out and doing my thing. Usually, once you get to that point, you just start kind of conserving tire and saving it. And I saw some guys pitting, and I was like, there's no way, and then Pacey pits, and he's so fast. He's lights out everywhere he goes. And now I'm the guy off the hangover trying to do math in my head as fast as possible. Like, is he going to catch me or is he not going to catch me? And of course, then every time you start thinking, you screw up a lap here and there, and then he would get caught up in some lap traffic, and it would have been really interesting, but all for naught. The caution comes out, and then we get the gloves off and the Gladiator helmets on, and what a dogfight there at the end, man. I just mad. I felt like I lost it. So, yeah, it was a crazy finish. The restart before, I feel like I was clear of Travis. He says I wasn't. Watching the replay, I feel like I was clear. I just tried to give him. I tried not to pinch him, right? But I was running a straight line, and I got turned at the start-finish line. So to me, that's pretty clear when you get turned at the start-finish line without moving your truck. So it's fine. We gathered it up. I feel bad for Mike, though. That kind of put him in a bad spot. And then the final restart there, in my eyes, I had to pay Travis back a little bit, and I tried to do it as cleanly as possible. I gave him a little bit of a door slam there. Nothing too egregious, but we were able to be side by side. But that just allowed Pacey to set up a run from hell, and he just shot to my inside. And I had two options where try to outbrake him and kill us all, or just try to back off and cross him over. And Pacey's too good of a driver to overdrive that entry like that. So he went on to win it, and luckily I came home second. Even though it was a preseason race, man, you want to win. Your competitive nature, you want to win. So a little upset. I feel like I let that one get away.
Absolutely. Definitely being a competitor myself, any race I'm entering, whether it's an official, a hosted, a league race, definitely want to end up on that top spot. I know exactly what you mean when it comes to that. Yeah, talk about that finish. I don't know if you got to see it or not, but that 87, Joseph Maddox, absolutely annihilating that inside pit wall and doing a complete, I think it was like a 720 almost, 540, something like that.
Got some fireworks there. No, I didn't see anything in my rearview mirror. At that point, I didn't even know Pacey was to my inside till my spotter said inside there when we were 3 wide. It was all eyes on Travis and trying to drive off him and keep it. It was so hard to pass on the inside. And the restart before, I should have chose the outside, and I hesitated and I didn't. And I thought, well, this will be okay, guys. I was wrapping the bottom so well the whole race. Like, I really felt like I could just hit that white line and just hold it. And that was a mistake, because then he got on my outside and he pinned me down. I just couldn't clear him. I finally, like I said, I felt like, okay, I cleared him. And from there on out, all hell broke loose. So
I sure did.
Just an awesome finish. And hopefully, I already got a text message. Heck of a race, great race. So I appreciate Nick for watching. Thanks, man. I'm excited to go back and watch it, see how you called it, man. It was intense. Honestly, I felt like I held my breath for about the last 6 laps there. So.
Oh, I don't blame you. So much action packed into those last few laps. That last lap, absolutely, cars everywhere, contact throughout the field, everybody trying to get that last finishing spot there at the end. It was so exciting. I'm looking forward to looking at that one back too. But coming to a close here, who do you got to thank here tonight, Josh, bringing that thing home in that second position?
Yeah, I think I got third last week too, right? So we're one more. We'll get a first place here in the truck series. Like I said, preseason, but we're setting ourselves up for success. So first and foremost, got to thank my teammates, Justin, Mike, and Pacey. They're awesome. They're all fast. We're planning on doing some big things here. I know Pacey was excited to have some teammates this season, so I'm excited to have him on board. He's so good. Anything he can do to teach us is just going to help us elevate. So I want to thank Elijah, you, Teresa, for putting all this on, broadcasting. It's really cool to get to go back and watch it. I was telling the guys I look forward to this every Monday and Wednesday night is when I get to have fun online, and so it's really exciting to get to do this, and it takes a big group of people dedicated, giving up their time and energy to put this all together and give us something to just kind of escape reality for a little bit. I really appreciate the people watching. Appreciate my number one fan. Sorry, bud. I tried, man. I'm sweaty again. I won Monday night for it, but now I tried to bring it home tonight. Just came up one spot short. So, but like I said, put on a hell of a show. So just thank you guys all. Get your Tractor Supply credit card right now. $75 offer. Spend $75 in the store. Sign up. Give you free $75. So y'all have a great night. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Josh Henderson, in that number 17, bringing it home in that second spot. Congratulations, buddy. Go celebrate that second spot.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
And that looks like that is going to be a wrap, folks, here for preseason race number 2 at North Wilkesboro Speedway here with the Inspired Racing League. Let's go ahead and jump back out. We're going to look at those results one more time here. Pull those results up. Pacey Wygen coming home on that top spot, leading 19 laps, starting out on the pole, bringing it home on top. Josh Henderson in that number 17, bringing it home in that second spot. Chris Iota in the 69, bringing it home third. Justin Greenlee, Travis Farmer, our top 5. Mike Hauser, after the spin there on the last lap, bringing it home 6th. Eli Fisher, 7th. Joseph Maddox, 8th. Trent Green, 9th. Rob Willoy in 10th. Robbie Hadaway, Jackson Hadaway, Matt Sidars, Aaron Stanton, and Peyton Boyle. Thank you guys all for coming out tonight, putting on an amazing race here at North Wilkesboro. It was Greg Thielsen up in the booth, bringing you all the live calls and all the action. Can't wait to be back here again next week. And until next time, stay fast and stay fearless. Go ahead, check out all of our partners and sponsors. Big thank you to the partners and sponsors here at Inspired Racing League. Thank you to Raging Idiot Racing Network and Inspired Marketing LLC for everything you do for the IRL. And big thank you to Push the Edge, Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop. And then big thank you to the 2 new partners we just brought on board this week. Admin Box. If you go over to Admin Box and use code FEARLESS-BOX, that's FEARLESS-BOXX, that'll get you 10% off over there at Admin Box. And then be sure to check out Tier 1 Setup Shop. Use code FEARLESS, FEARLESS, over at Tier 1 Setup Shop. That'll get you 10% off over there. Big thank you to all those partners and sponsors that make it happen. Big thank you to Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and Fearless Broadcasting, having me up in the booth here. Look forward to the rest of the season. Thank you guys stopping by here live with us. Thank you, Teresa, Emma, Raging Idiot Racing Network, Harvick to win. All you guys stopping by and saying hi. Keeping the action here so high. The Inspired Racing League every week. Great racing, side-by-side battles. Can't wait to be back here next week. All right, guys. Until next time, stay fast and stay fearless. And we are out of here.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? It takes speed and style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look, too. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop real quick, cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.